Guys, in this video I'm going to go ahead and show you how to create windows and doors in these city buildings that you've created. Um, Basically, we're going to be using the same technique to create these doors and windows, and essentially they're going to be placed right here on top or on the inside of each of the forms that we've already created. So I'll give you guys an example. We'll start something super easy, super simple, just a door at the front face of the buildings, and then we're gonna move on to the side of the buildings as well. Okay, so right now, let's go ahead, one rectangle, right? Doors are usually rectangles, so I'm gonna go ahead, bring it all the way over here. This is going to be a relatively large building, so let's go ahead and just make this 1 inch right here. So this is going to be a 1 inch line. And then over here we're creating a rectangle, so we're just going to create this as a 1/2 inch right there. Okay, so 1 inch, 1/2 inch. And I'm going to just write that this is going to be 1 inch, and up here it is a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw this one right here, and then the bottom horizontal line is already added there. So that's our one rectangle. So one rectangle, check. The next move is the 4 rays. From here, we're gonna go ahead and we are going to draw these 4 rays from the tops of that building all the way over here. Or I'm sorry, on top of the corners all the way to the vanishing point. So now we have our 4 rays, okay? See how they're going through the building? It's basically, again, the same technique, right? Then one vertical line. Vertical line is gonna start over here, right? This corner, this ray is connected to this left corner. This ray right here is connected to this left corner. So that vertical line is going to connect the both of them. And honestly, my vertical line is looking kind of crooked a little bit. There it is, okay? From the vertical line, the horizontal line. All right, we'll do a nice little horizontal line here, right? Then from the horizontal, another vertical. The vertical is going to now connect to the rays on the right side, right? And then from there, oh, the pencil. And then from there, one more horizontal. And so there it is, check. And so from here, we can go ahead and start erasing these interior rays that we don't need. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera. Okay, and so now we can see that this is just our 3D form, our prism, but this is a door frame right now, so we actually wouldn't see these interior lines of the door frame, especially because this is in perspective. If we are in fact we're standing right in the front right here, right in front of the vanishing point, we're in perspective. This door, we wouldn't actually see all sides of the door. We would actually only see the left side of that inside door frame. And usually door frames, they leave this portion open. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of make this slightly darker, define this line a little bit more so you guys can see it a lot better. And so like all of these are the only sides you would see in the door, and typically door frames, we don't see these bottom lines right there. So in actuality, we would only see this portion here of that door. And that's how we create a door. And we would do the same thing over here, only the viewpoint is a little bit different because we have to keep this front face still right here in this portion. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to create a door over here on this side, all right? And our lines are going to kind of line over here with this edge, okay? So we're drawing one rectangle. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put the rectangle here. So this is my first vertical line. Here is my horizontal line. Here's another vertical. And then right here is my next horizontal. I'm not actually doing exact measurements here because with these edges kind of getting smaller, they are not going to have accurate measurements anyway. So right here we have our one rectangle, check. Then we're gonna go ahead and add our 4 rays. Okay, so right here, this is a ray. Right here, this bottom one, that's a ray. It kind of lines up with this edge here. This in here, this is a ray. And this one right here, this is also going to be a ray right there. Okay, from there we have our vertical line. I'm going to start with my first one over here. Okay, so this left ray and this left ray, vertical line, lovely. Horizontal line down here. Okay, this ray and this ray with that horizontal line. Next it's a vertical line, so another one right here. We're now going to be connecting the two rays that are on the left. This is the first ray on the left, this is the second ray. And then another horizontal. And so here's our form. I'm going to go ahead and erase the rays off camera. And so now we have our form right here, but in actuality, we don't see all of the sides, right? The door is kind of carved into the wall. So the only section we actually see of this door frame is this portion of the wall here. And then this right here is that entrance kind of point. So right here, this is the actual entrance point. And so the rest of this is hidden by the inside walls of the building. So we don't actually see any of these interior lines. And so these would be the only lines you see here. This inside one right here too. And then just like kind of similarly over here, there's never usually that bottom line. Right here usually you just get to walk on through. And so that's how you create that door frame there. And the steps would be essentially the same over here on this side, which I would like for you to tackle independently. But I am going to make a door frame over here slightly larger with the square. And so over here, it's going to be a 1 inch line. And then over here, it's going to be another 1 inch line. There it is. And then here is the next one. And then this is the bottom one. Then we have our 4 rays, right? And so I'm drawing the rays really lightly. And there's that one. Here's that one. There's that one. Okay. Now with the rays, we're going to go in with the vertical line. I'm going to say that my first vertical line is going to go here, right? Left corner. Horizontal line right here. We'll do, let me straighten up my straightener. I'm sorry, my ruler. There it is. Okay, so horizontal line, next vertical. I'm going to go ahead and connect the rays on the right, and then my next horizontal. And it's going to be right here. Okay. And so that's what it looks like, but in actuality, we don't see any of these rays, right? Once we've connected them with either a horizontal line or a vertical line, they just kind of disappear. And then in actuality, we don't see all of these sides. Whenever a building is on the right side, we typically see that right side, right, of the interior. So we would only see essentially this wall here. That's the only time we would see it. We wouldn't see this top portion here. We definitely wouldn't see this interior line here, right? This, we want to go ahead and we're going to include, right? But this interior line, maybe we don't see. We can pretend that this is kind of like a garage. The garage door. Okay. And so this is how you would create that door frame. There. And it kind of looks like this is a wall and then you kind of turn in there. So that's a really cool way to kind of add on to that, where this you kind of just walk straight through. All right, so that's how you create doors. I'm gonna go ahead and tackle windows in the next video.